So what's up, you guys? First off, I want to apologize for my recent absence from YouTube. Um, I was going through a lot of stuff recently, both at work and in my personal life. So I just, I didn't want to put that off on YouTube. But anyway, given that it is October, I'm gonna stay true to the October feeling, I guess. Um, you know, horror, I guess. Uh, so I wanted to share with you guys um, something that you know happened in my life, right? That was kind of freaked me out, honestly. Um, so when I was younger, I think I was like maybe 9 or 10. Um, you know, I was sleeping in the living room, right? We had one of those pull-out couches, right? Whatever you want to call them, pull-out mattress. Those couches, or couches that turn into beds. Uh, and I was sleeping in the living room on one of those. I think it may have been because it was like during the winter, and so we had planned to go up to the mountains, I guess, mm, near the California-Nevada border, and go sledding and stuff. So, but like I think my uncle and my uncle and his family were at my house, so that's why I was sleeping in the living room. Um, but I wake up at around maybe like, I don't know, 11, mm, between 11 and 1 o'clock. And I wake up and I look towards my kitchen, and where I lived at the time, the layout of the house, the living room, and then so you had the living room, then you had the kitchen, and then you had like a back door that led into like a parking lot, right? Because I lived between two apartment complexes. Um, so I woke up and I looked towards the back door, pretty much, to the, what do you call it, the parking lot area, and I saw, it was like a little kid, right, with a white, I still remember clearly, he had a white shirt, blue, like jean shorts, and white shoes, right, and then, I knew that it was facing me just by, the body orientation, but the thing was, he had no head. He was headless. And I didn't realize that until the second time I saw him, right? Because I went back to sleep. I was like, oh, it's probably my brother. And I went back to sleep. And I woke up, I think it was maybe around 3 or 4 in the morning. It was before, it was light out. It was still dark in the house. And so I wake up and I look, towards the thing again. And then he's still there. But now he's facing the other way, as if he were going out the door. And then this is when I was like, well, I was like, well, I'm pretty sure I've been asleep for more than 2 hours. So why is my brother still up? Right? And so I turn around because at this point I'm kind of scared. And it makes it worse. Because right behind me was my brother. sleeping. And so that really freaked me out, and I was like, oh shit, that wasn't my brother. And I got really scared. And I was freaked out for like the rest of the night. Somehow I did end up going to sleep. And then the next morning, I was telling my brother about it, right? And I still remember that too, because we were both watching, Saturday morning cartoons. And so I told him, right? And then he was like, well, that isn't weird at all. And then he was telling me about when he said he got up one night to go to the bathroom, and when he opened the door, like he said that something white rushed by him and went into my parents' bedroom, right? Our bedrooms were like adjacent, right, to where our door was facing this way, and theirs was facing this way, right? And so, right after he told me that, the TV cut to white noise, right? We were, we didn't have cable, so we couldn't blame the cable, right? We were still on those rabbit ear antennas, right? And so the TV just all of a sudden cut off and went to white noise. And the thing was, like, nothing moved. Nothing whatsoever moved, right? Normally you could say that, oh, maybe the antenna fell, but no. It was still, because we had it was what do you call those? It was a TV stand. One of those ones that pretty much have the TV boxed in, and the antenna was on top, in between, like a shelf. And so there was no way that antenna could have fallen. But yeah, that was my more or less creepy experience, right? I mean, I've had more, but nothing was as scary as that one, right? If you guys tell me about yours, down in the comments, tell me what's your scary supernatural experience. Peace.